Okay, I did it.
Hi!
Hey.
You're not loud enough.
Hi.
There we go! Today we're gonna do Ouija board. How to use
actually that.
Like a tutorial, but without the part where you demonstrate it because
We're having difficulties.
her camera just died and it keeps dying and we can't really use my phone at that angle as it is. We had to be really creative with how we're getting it to work right now.
With the
So,
tripod.
we're here at the beach and it's beautiful and this is usually where we film our other Ouija board sessions.
Right in
And
this spot.
now we're gonna talk about how to use the Ouija board. Now,
Take it out.
let's take it out.
We have a glow in the dark one.
Yeah, we're borrowing my brother's girlfriend's Ouija board for now.
Props.
In the last videos, we homemade it, and it worked perfect, but if you have the money to afford a already made one, I think it's kind of worth it.
Yeah, because it's not a lot nicer and a lot smoother than like cardboard, because cardboard has those little bumps and stuff.
Yeah, and it, also the planchette, which is this little thing.
Yep.
It's easier because it's kind of hard to find something that'll work as planchette.
We used a salt jar,
an empty salt jar that was actually pretty useful. It worked really
which
well.
I said sounded cool. It does sound cool, jar of salt.
And this is the actual board. Oh, that's cool. And the planchette goes with it. It matches.
It's very cute.
And and if you let this soak in light for a little while, it actually glows in the dark, and it's pretty cool. You can get this at like Toys R Us or something like that. I think
Yeah.
it's kind of difficult to find Ouija boards now because people think that they're like evil and whatever.
That was
But-
my evil sound.
What we're gonna talk about right now is how to use one to where you won't get possessed or die, or even to make it not evil.
Unless you want it to be evil.
There are those demented people out there that think, oh,
Like
let's
me.
summon demons from hell.
Like
That's
Zozo. Everyone.
I don't know why everyone is so, like, why can't Zozo just rest in peace? Like, I just...
Because Zozo never lived.
Okay, touche, but...
Yeah.
Like, why is everyone so... Like, why is everyone
If you
bothering
ask the
Zozo?
age and it puts it to 0, that usually means that they never
It's
lived.
not good, 0. Unless it's saying, like, 01 or
Means
06 or something like that.
10 or 16.
Or, like, sometimes, a lot of times, if you have a spirit that's maybe younger, it spells
Or
things
any-
backwards. So if it says 0 first and then 1, it could mean 10. But just, you'll figure that out. Yeah. Yes and no. That's pretty obvious, yes.
Yeah. For yes
No.
and no questions, or if it's
Ouija.
answering
Ouija.
questions that aren't yes and no questions with yes and no. If
That could
makes
happen
sense.
too.
Like, they don't make sense ever. Like, sometimes. I don't know.
And then there's all the alphabet, the letters. Goodbye is very important. If you make your own, put goodbye on there. That is crucial.
Very crucial.
And then the sun and the moon. You want to talk about what they mean? Sun and the moon, what they mean?
Positive and negative.
Yeah.
Yeah. Positive and negative, obviously.
This means positive. This
Also,
means negative.
The light.
Oh, this also means the light.
Well,
And then
just sun, it gives off light and it's positive. Especially for the spirits, because they're looking for the light.
And my mom also said that this means good morning and this means good night. So a lot of times when they're trying to say hello, they say good morning, and then before they say goodbye, it says good night. That's what my mom said. I also read something that says if it goes to either the sun or the moon when you ask if anyone's there, that could either mean that I'm a good spirit or a bad spirit. So watch out for that.
Okay,
When using the board, be respectful. That
yeah,
is
we
number
see so
one.
many videos about, or people using Ouija boards, and they're just so rude. It's so,
That is just disrespectful. Think of the spirit that you're talking to as an actual person.
Oh, can we talk about when people lift their hands off the freaking planchette?
That is so disrespectful. It can anger the spirit. If you ever wonder why this spirit is acting angry, if it's moving really fast across the board, if it's doing bad things to you, if it sticks with you. If you lifted your hands off the planchette, you probably angered it really bad. Like, that's
your
not nice.
example was really good, so say that.
Me and my mom sort of had these discussions before about whether it's respectful or disrespectful, if there should be rules on using a Ouija board or not. And I believe they should be, and she believes there shouldn't be. And she asked me to explain why can't you lift your hands off the planchette. And I explained it as, if you're sitting there talking to a person,
Hi,
and you're asking questions like, what's your name?
my name's Alyssa.
Well, after
name's
she
Marie.
answered that question, if I got up and walked away with the intention of coming back in a minute, that's still so disrespectful. I mean, what
Like,
if
wouldn't
someone...
you get pissed off?
Like, seriously, I would get pretty pissed off if someone just kept coming back to me, asking me one question and leaving, and then coming back and asking me a question, leaving. Like, that's just not the way conversation goes. So keep your hands on the planchette, fingers, even if it's just one hand or one finger, that's fine. Just keep connected with it. Just let them know that you're still there. What else? Don't move the board. Talk about that, because I don't really understand.
Wait, what do you mean?
Don't move it yourself. Unless you're doing the beginning.
Oh my god, that's so annoying when people do that. I seriously, like, I take it really seriously. And, like, if you're doing a Ouija board session with someone who's not taking it seriously, and they're moving it, they're giggling and laughing, and you're taking it seriously, it's like, oh my god. It's so...
Also,
My mom did that, and I'm really mad at her for it. So I
that's
punched
so
her
cool.
in the face. I'm just kidding.
That's so not cool. Also, after you're done, after, let's say, you ask, what's your name? And it goes to A, I can't do this backwards, L, Y, S,
S is right
A.
here.
Oh, that's a Z. I can't.
She spelled my name.
Yeah, it spelled your name. And then after it's done with the A, you put it back in the middle. That's not how you do it. Don't do that. That is so annoying.
God.
You leave it there until you ask the next question and it goes to where it wants. A lot of times, sometimes we have encountered this before. I know I have. After you're done at one, it'll go back to the middle itself. That's fine. Just make sure the other person is.
That actually just happened to us.
Yeah.
Unless it was saying its name was G.
And it was a girl, and it was answering everything with G. We don't know, but that's right in the center. It was like this, like the whole time. It was
Except
like
for yes and
matching.
no questions.
It was matching up Ouija to Ouija. It was weird.
That is weird.
Oh,
Ouija means yes, yes. Like we.
I
in
don't
French.
know if I believe that.
Well, come on now. We in French means yes, then ja in German means yes. So.
I don't know. I don't know what that means. I don't know if that's true, but you know.
Pretty sure it is.
What else here? Don't move it to goodbye yourself unless it's not answering. What? Wait, did it move to goodbye itself last time?
What do you mean?
The last one that we did when it was just at G and we had to wait a minute.
I thought
Was
you
it
did
you?
it.
I didn't do it.
You did, okay, they get it.
Yeah. So don't move it to goodbye yourself. You should never move the.
If you do that, it won't. It didn't really leave. It kind of still with you. It never
Yeah.
said bye.
It never agreed to leaving a conversation with you, so it should stay there the whole time. We did that like the first time we ever did it. Whoops.
But they were little girls, so I mean, it's not like it was really bad.
They were actually really positive, and they were just answering our questions and things like that. It's not like they were bad spirits at all. They were really sweet. But yeah, even if it takes a couple minutes, wait for it to go to goodbye itself. At some point or another, if the spirit's still there, if it hasn't left, it will go to a goodbye. Just be patient.
That is key. Patience is freaking key.
Yeah, if you're
'Cause
not
it
a patient
doesn't-
person, it's
It
not gonna
doesn't
work.
answer right away. Like, how old are you? Bam. No.
And a lot of times that happens if it's evil. I mean, not all the time, but sometimes if
Like-
the spirit is really strong, it does it really fast. But I think the most interesting ones are when it's slow, because it's just sort of
It's
like,
like-
what's it gonna be? And those are also the ones that are the nicest and the sweetest and the most cooperative, so.
Yeah. A lot of spirits kind of stop answering.
After a while.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't really know why.
Ew, there's a bug there! Get it!
Seriously? Oh my god. She
my
can't
leg.
live at the beach if there's bugs. So I have to be here to flick them away.
Yeah.
Okay. What else?
Yeah, just think positively. Don't let it
Yeah.
get to you. If something happens, if something's
If it's
negative,
like go to
if
hell,
if
you
it's
shouldn't let it get to you.
if it's telling you to F off or screw yourself or
you're
stuff
just
like
gonna
that,
freak yourself out.
or
Like,
calling if it's calling you a whore or something like that, just leave it alone. Just don't let it get to you. Just know it's probably not in a happy place right now, and it just wanted some revenge or something.
Cause like think about it. If you were a spirit and you're like, hey, I'm bored. These people are using a Ouija board.
Let me go mess with them. Or
Yeah,
if they're
like-
even if they're like, I'm having a bad day, let me go take out my anger on some little teenagers that are playing with a Ouija board.
Us.
Then they're gonna go and they're gonna say things that maybe they were directing towards people that aren't necessarily you. Maybe they're directing it towards people that they never really got to express how they felt before they died or something like that.
Or maybe you look like someone they didn't like.
Yeah, that could happen too.
Yes.
You know, they can see from the research that we've seen. They can see you.
Yeah, they can see you.
They can see you.
It might be a little foggy.
They can feel you, but they can't really do anything else.
They can't smell.
They can't smell. They can't taste. Also, there was one video that we saw that was they choose what age and what they want to look like, and they can communicate with each other. So that's interesting.
He had a crush on
Yeah, there was one called Zaza, not Zozo. It's not Zozo. His name was Zaza, and he was 18 years old, and he had a crush on another spirit, and I
It's
thought that
pretty
was so cool.
Like they asked if
What's one thing that he missed?
Yeah, what's one thing that you missed? And then he put ladies.
And then he said, "Are there any ladies that catch your eye in the spirit world?" And he said, "Yes." I thought that was so cool.
It's like I don't know. It's like kind of their own world. It's like the same world but different.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
I think it definitely depends on.
I think, to me, I feel like that's heaven. Like, even though it might be terrible, but I feel like that's heaven.
I feel like it depends on their state of mind when they died, possibly. I think if it was an accident, if they were happy when they died and it was tragedy, they might have been actually pretty happy at the time, and now they can be happy in the afterlife. I don't know. What else?
I don't know.
Um,
We should have made a list.
We really should have made a list. We just sort of said, let's do a video. And so we did a video. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, another thing. Never ask a spirit to do whatever it wants to do to you.
Oh my god. no,
Always
that's
be
terrible.
specific on what you want it to do. Ask.
Or don't be like, can you do anything cool? Because we saw a video where they were talking to Zozo or Mama. I forget which, because it kind of said both.
It
But
said both, but
yeah, it was both of them. And they were, oh my gosh.
they were just being so rude and disrespectful, and it's like if that was a real person, I mean they are real people, but if that was a living person sitting in front of you, that would not be something cool to say. Be specific about what you want them to do though. Like say can you move this rock an inch to the left? Like be really specific, because if you say, can you move a rock towards us, it's gonna pick up a whole boulder and throw it at your head. And you don't want that. Yeah, I saw this the one that was he was telling it to put a picture on the ground without breaking the frame.
Yeah.
That was cool because it was in the other room, so they would go film that there was no one else around, and it was just the one picture on the wall, and then they go back.
Describe which picture it was.
Yeah, it even said the one signed by Aunt Betty or something like that, and then it would put that one where it said it was gonna put it. That's cool. And I totally believe that one.
Yeah, I believe that one too.
And a lot of people can call those fake because, there's another person there that they just say isn't there and it hides and whatever, and they play that all out.